You know, when I set out to create this course, the part that I wanted to get through the most, more strongly than perhaps anything else. Of course, the safety is important. Of course, the risk management is important, and staying in communication is important, and all of the things that I've shared with you up to that now, they're all important. But successful overlanders, and this is what this is the most successful overlanders do not treat the destination, even if there is a destination, we're going to get to there, as the destination. They treat the journey as the destination, and arriving at a place that you've got on your map, on your schedule, on your itinerary, doesn't make it a destination. It just makes it a route. Even the return route. Because normally when we go on holiday, we get on a plane, or we even get in a car, and we go and we drive and we drive and we drive, and then we arrive. Okay, and we arrive, and then we have a lovely time, hopefully, and we then get in our car, boat, plane, come back, and those windows getting there and getting back are just necessary things that you need to do to get to the destination. That is not, in my view, what overlanding is about. The actual journey, the minute, second even, that you climb in the vehicle, the doors close, you start the motor, and you have this dream that you've set up, and that you're now going to go and enjoy every second of it, because it's the journey that makes overlanding so amazing. And that some days you'll find the most glorious campsite where it's just absolutely brilliant and you have the best day of your life. And there are other times where it's, how did we get into this mess? Well, we had a puncture and that cost us 4 hours because actually the tire was ruined, and we had this and we had that, and then this had happened, and then we had a border control issue with a guy who was a streperous, and we had to deal with that, and that took an extra 2 hours. So now we thought today's drive would be 4 hours in the car, and it's turned out to be 15 hours in the car. It happens. It's part of overlanding. It's part of, and the attitude to that is an incredibly important part. If you, for example, are a very efficient type and you go to a country, for example, a country in Africa, and you will expect, because you are used to it, border officials to be polite, respectful, efficient, tell you what to do, sign the papers, do their job, and get you on your way. That's not what happens in many, many countries. If you're expecting it to happen in the countries that you're visiting, and that event makes you frustrated, makes you uptight, then you've gone to the wrong country. You have to find places to go, countries to visit that will suit your temperament well. I know of overlanders, very, very successful overlanders, and every time they get to a border post, they get so stressed because they know it's going to go badly, which makes them even more stressed. As opposed to attitude is, well, we could have a good day, but we could also have a bad day. It actually doesn't matter, because this is overlanding. We're overlanding. This is part of overlanding. There's the good and the bad. And you will find, generally speaking, with that kind of attitude, is that, always smile, always take your hat off, always say thank you, be appreciative of whatever effort they are making, even though perhaps you don't feel it's quite enough. Be appreciative and smile and tell them your first name and try and say hello in their language, etc. It's all about attitude. You'll find suddenly border posts, which you're expecting to be challenging, difficult, actually turn out to be extremely easy. Same thing with attitude to you need a tyre repair because Well, you could do it yourself, but you're at a town, there's a tire fitment centre. Why not get them to do it? They can get all dirty and sort it out for you, and you pay them for that job. All you need to do is just make sure they do a good job, but not interfere until they're doing a bad job. There have been more than one occasion in Africa where I've had a tire repaired, and I let them do absolutely everything. And joke with them, have fun with them. They're doing a good job. Go over the road, buy 2 Cokes, give the guys 2 Cokes, but when tightening wheel nuts, as they're about to tighten them, I say, "Ra, sir, would you mind? I'd like to do this bit." "Why?" "I'd just like to do this bit. For me, I like to do it. Do you mind?" Ask him. Don't tell him. Ask him. Not a problem. Make sure they don't over-tighten the wheel nuts. That's all I'm actually doing, is just making sure that they don't over-tighten the wheel nuts. And this is just one example of ask respectfully. And I've asked people about their families at border posts. When the guy is particularly grumpy, I'll say, I've said, "You're not from around here, are you?" I make a guess. And on the one occasion, "Oh, I haven't seen you here before. I come through almost every year. I haven't seen you here before." "Oh, no, I live far away." "Oh, you live far away? How far away?" "Oh, my family's far away." "Your whole family's far away?" "That's not nice." And sympathize with the guy. Contact. Human contact and empathy and kindness and respect. That's all it is. Those border officials are just doing their job. I had a lovely example in Australia. I had an eye infection. I was about to cross the Simpson Desert. And I was worried about going into a very, very remote area. I was out of touch for about 5 days. It would have been. And I didn't want to go in with an eye infection, because if it really got bad. So I went into it was a Birdsville, might have been Birdsville, and went into a town, and there were no doctors or anything there. But there was a visiting doctor from the Royal Flying Doctor Service. And he happened to be there, and I walked and I said, "Would you mind?" And they were very, very kind, and they were, "I'll be with you in half an hour. Just sit tight. I'll sort you out in half an hour. See what I can do for you." I was very grateful, and he looked and said, "Yeah, I got an infection. I can help you out with that." And he gave me some eye drops, and they charged me a total of $10. And I said to him, "I'm sorry, $10." When he turned around, I think he kind of looked at me as if, "Do you have a problem with that?" And I said, "No, don't get me wrong. That is the best value medical treatment I've received in my entire life. I'm in the middle of nowhere. You sorted me out and you gave me medication for $10. I needed to let him know. Thank you. I mean, really, $10. It was just, and then I felt that he kind of was. Well, that hour spent with me sorting me out was really worth it, because I had appreciated it. All kinds of things, interactions that you will find during your overland travels. You will meet people, and you'll connect with people, and that kindness and empathy and understanding goes so far. Not just because it's a nice thing to do. It goes so far in terms of the real, genuine enjoyment of expedition travel, meeting those people and connecting with them. And you do that, you will meet the most amazing people and have the most wonderful, memorable experiences, because it's those people that when you arrive, last story, I remember arriving at a little village. It was in Botswana, in Ngamiland. We wanted to set up camp. So we saw a little village, and there was a little group of huts, and we walked in, and I found obviously a very old man, and I said, "Ra, would you mind if we camped? We'd like to go and camp in that tree down the bottom there." And he said, "No, not a problem. Camp, yeah, go camp, go camp." Big smile on his face. Half an hour later, his kids arrived carrying a bucket of water and some firewood. They didn't ask for anything. They weren't begging. They were thrilled that we had taken the trouble to ask. and that we were visiting their land. And that sense of appreciation was fantastic. I'll never forget it. Never forget it. And when traveling in Africa, I carry fruit in such a situation. So in the morning, we went and found the kids, and we had a whole lot of nachis, mandarins, and we handed them out. And it's fantastic. Just remember, the journey is the destination when overlanding.